Now let's quickly recap all the things that were changed in the first service. Now in the 15,000 kilometer service, there will be 3 filters which will be changed. That is your oil filter, AC filter and fuel filter along with engine oil change. Now what you guys need to know is in your second service, there is not much difference except the only thing that I've got done extra is your wheel alignment and wheel balancing, which I had not done in the 15,000 kilometer service. The DEF needed to be topped up, and also there was some rattling noise in the dashboard which had to be checked. Now apart from this, a few other issues which I had was my Jeep Life app. Now what happens is in your Jeep there is a dongle which is fitted, and through that dongle there is a Jeep Life app which is installed on your phone, and both of them interact with each other and you can monitor the health of your vehicle. That Jeep Life app for me was not working, and when I raised this complaint to the service advisor, he told me that when they tested the dongle had frozen up. Okay, so in the app also, the last update that I had received, or the last data that it had received from my car, was of June 2022. So as you can see, it is already February 2023, and over the course of 8 months I had not received any data nor any update. They've taken the dongle to discharge it, and once it is completely discharged, then they are going to fit the dongle back into the car, and then they are going to reset the device. I have to refresh the app and then everything will run smoothly. ನಾನು 14 ಸಾವಿರಕ್ಕೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಡ್ಯೂ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ?
ನಾವು 14,000 ಮಾಡಿಸಿದ್ರೆ 30,000 ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್. 29.
So it is previous service plus 15,000.
1,000 ತೊಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
You'll get this message telling perform service. Now this service is calculated based on your previous service. Okay, so the previous service, or rather the service intervals, are every 15,000 kilometers or 1 year, whichever is earlier. Now the thing for me is the previous service of 15,000 kilometers was done at around 15,000 kilometers. So as you can see right now, though it is only 29,000, but since it is 15,000 past the previous service, so I have to perform the second service right now, as in the 30,000 kilometer service right now. Though it has run 30,000 kilometers, I had a slight problem with shifting to third gear. Okay, so normally what happens is upon engaging the clutch and then when I try to shift to third gear, I had a slight hiccup in between. So it would be a 2-part shift. So normally when you are shifting from neutral to third, it is just one step process. But for me, what used to happen was it used to be a 2-step process, meaning it used to get stuck in between. So when I raised this complaint to him, he told me that there is some problem with the clutch assembly. So what he suggested to me was, normally what we do, even with all the other cars that we have, we are so used to driving in second gear even if it is at low speeds, because all the engines are tuned that way that it can take the load even at second gear. But this car, especially the Jeep Compass or any Jeep car for that matter, he told me that even if it is at a speed less than 10 kilometers per hour or less than 20 kilometers per hour, please shift to first gear and then move the vehicle. Now coming to the estimate that they had given me. So this, as you guys can see, is the estimate that they had given me when I dropped the car off for service. So they had given me an estimate of 17,652. Which when I discussed with the group members over at Bangalore Jeep Club or the All India Jeep group that we have, told me that it is slightly on the higher side, but normally the final bill will come lesser than the estimate. So then I gave them the go ahead for everything that needed to be done, and this is the final bill price that they gave. This is the final bill. As you can see, the total price has come up to 20,034. So that is 20k for your 30,000 kilometer service. The only thing extra from this service to my 15,000 kilometer service is wheel alignment, wheel balancing was extra. The dongle, so for that dongle, to activate the dongle, that was free of charge. But like I told you, there was a problem with shifting this, so clutch assembly they had to change some parts, so that was an additional price of 880 rupees. Now coming to all the things that was changed, you have your engine oil, the 3 filters that I told you about: fuel filter, air filter, AC filter, windshield washer, which is the fluid over there, detergent, diesel exhaust, that is DEF. Okay, my DEF had to be topped up. This is the breakup of the bill for Bangalore. Okay, now what you can see over here is the same 30,000 kilometer service. Rather, this is your second service. Okay, the first service is the 15,000 kilometers and the second service is your 30,000 kilometer service. The same service at 30,000 kilometers in Mumbai. This is the break. As you can see, the labor charges are exorbitant. Okay, so here in Bangalore, the labor charge is something around 5451. Yeah, so in Bangalore the labor charge is 5451, whereas as you can see for Mumbai the labor charge is 10,000 rupees. That brings me to the first question: are the service costs same throughout the country? Full country service cost same irutta illa
sir. Very ಆಗೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ
because of labor cost.
Labor prices different ಆಗೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. If you go for the Chennai, it will be higher, more higher. If you go for the Jammu Kashmir, it will be higher, because ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್.
The answer is no. Because what happens in tier 2 and tier 3 cities, the labor charges are much lesser, compensating for their lesser cost of living. Whereas in tier 1 cities, the labor charges are going to be higher because of higher cost of living. So the same work, the same service, if I were to get done in Visakhapatnam versus Bangalore, the charges in Bangalore would be much higher than it is in Visakhapatnam. The only reason being because the tax imposed on the products which are brought into Bangalore is higher, and also the labor charges in Bangalore are much higher than they were in Visakhapatnam. Is extended warranty worth it? Should you go and should you opt for extended warranty? Extended warranty don't you use it?
Sir, if any parts failure like engine, component, if internally any parts failure,
and manufacturing defect ಏನಾದರೂ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ
ಫ್ರೀ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲ.
But warranty does not cover tires.
ಟೈರ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಪಿಂಚು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ಡ್ಯಾಮೇಜ್ ಆದರೆ ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ಬಬಲ್ ಬಂದರೆ ವಿತಿನ್ ಸಮ್ ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ.
When you guys go to Jeep service centers, there is a certain concept called extended warranty. Now when you buy the car, there is a warranty period of 3 years. That is from the time of purchase 3 years. Extended warranty will give you an additional 2 years. All this part will be covered under warranty itself, whereas if you have to pay it out of your pocket, that will be really expensive. So yes, the bottom line is, like he just said, please go for extended warranty. Please opt for extended warranty. It's going to save you a lot of money down the lane, because you never know which part is going to get damaged, and it's rather to have it covered under warranty than pay out of your pocket. Because trust me, like I told you in the previous video as well, and I'm telling you right now, Jeep parts are expensive. AMC, that is annual maintenance contract. Should you opt for AMC? Should you go for AMC? Is the price worth it?
ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಡೆಡ್ ವಾರಂಟಿ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸಿಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. AMC ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಮೇಂಟೆನೆನ್ಸಿಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಸರ್. ಇವಾಗ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಸೋರಲ್ಲ 20,000 ಪೇ ಮಾಡೋರಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಫ್ರೀ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್. ವಿತಿನ್ 3,000 ಪೇ ಮಾಡೋದು ಗಾಡಿ ತಗೋಬೇಕು.
When I purchased the vehicle almost 18 months back, that is in July of 2021, I was quite biased and I was hesitant to go for AMC or any service packages, because I always felt at that point of time, if I have to pay 42,000 for the AMC, which would cover 3 years of service, I felt that there is no way that my 3 years of service is going to extend beyond 42,000 rupees. But boy was I mistaken. AMCs is going to save you money in the long run, meaning to say, if I had rather paid that 39,000 rupees initially for the AMC annual maintenance contract, I would have got 3 years of servicing for a cost of 40,000 rupees. Whereas now, if you go for service per service basis, what's happening is your first service will cost you 16,000, second service will cost you 20,000, and third service will cost you 20,000 again. That total comes up to 56,000. So there is a loss of 16,000 rupees from your end. What do you feel is cheaper, service package or going for regular service?
See, if the price has been increased, it means AMC is the best option. See, ನೀವು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸರ್, ಇವಾಗ ಡೀಸೆಲ್ ವೆಹಿಕಲ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ 20,000 ಪೇ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. ಹಾಂ, 39,000ಗೆ ಪ್ಯಾಕೇಜ್ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, 40,000 2 ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮದು ಮುಗಿದು ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ AMC. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಹೋಗಿಬಿಟ್ರೆ ನೀವು AMC ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ 3 ಇಯರ್ಸಿಗೆ, ಸೊ ನಿಮಗೆ ಫ್ರೀ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಆದರೂ ಬರುತ್ತಾ, ಅಪ್ರಾಕ್ಸಿಮೇಟ್ಲಿ 20,000 ಆದರೂ ಉಳಿಯುತ್ತಾ.
So that is why, like he just said, it is better for you to go annual maintenance contract, or rather these service packages, because in the long run, it is going to save you money. Are these service packages or AMCs pan India, or are they dealer specific? Service package togondre, is it dealer specific or India ella use ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ?
India, all over India you can go and
Like he just said, these service packages, whatever you opt for. Now let's say, for example, giving my example, I am currently working in Visakhapatnam, but I am born and brought up in Bangalore. So for example, when I have come to Bangalore right now, though I might have purchased the service package in Visakhapatnam, I can avail those services and utilize those services in Bangalore as well. Vice versa, if I have, or rather if I want to buy the service package right now in Bangalore, I can avail it in Visakhapatnam as well. So the bottom line is, these service packages are pan India, and even if you buy it in one city, you can go to any Jeep authorized service center throughout the country and you can avail these services. So do not worry about being restricted to one particular dealership or one particular locality. You can avail these services across India. So service package does not include wheel alignment, wheel balancing.
Consumables.
Everything else is included.
Everything else is included. Oil, filters, everything will be included.
Some of the issues that I'm facing this time, and I have to get it rectified at this service, is they've told that stop start is unavailable, so I need to service battery. What you can see over here telling that stop start not ready, cabin cooling or heating. Basically what this means is, and what he is also telling me is, that your stop start function, that is your auto start stop function, will not work if your cabin is not cooled, if your hazard lights are on for a long duration of time, then the stop start function is not going to work. If your seatbelt is not buckled, okay, so your stop start function is not going to work. So these are the conditions under which your stop start function is not going to work. Now for all of you who might be alarmed that your stop start function is not working, the first thing that you need to do is contact your service advisor, and he's going to check the state of charge of your battery. Then after, they're going to go and check the other functions. Now for any further questions or queries that you guys have, I suggest your sources of information should be either the Jeep club of your respective region or your respective locality. For example, me being in Bangalore, I am part of the Bangalore Jeep club, and all my knowledge has been acquired based on the discussions I've had with the members over there. Head over to My Car Helpline YouTube channel, and over there join the WhatsApp group based on the links that they share over there. Join the Jeep Compass WhatsApp group, and there you can discuss with the members. There are a lot of members over there. Or the third thing is, please read up on blogs shared by Team BHP or all the Autocar India, or based on other reputed journals and magazines of the country, so that you acquire some knowledge. And I am telling you guys, whatever knowledge I have acquired is based on my discussions with them, and also based on all the personal experience that I've had owning this car for 18 months right now, and I've traveled 30,000 kilometers. Well, that's it guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful. I have aimed to answer the most frequently asked questions regarding Jeep Compass, especially regarding servicing with extended warranty service packages and how much does your second service cost. If you did like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Now it is going to please the algorithm, and it is going to spread to more Jeepers who might find this video helpful. If you haven't subscribed already, please do subscribe below. Any further questions or queries that you guys have, please do mention in the comments below, and I will make sure to give you a prompt response. As always, I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.